Switzerland will start with the lineup 3-2-5. 2 and a 0.5. Tony Schillig, Jeremy Janal, Roger Fry and Joel Jung. The Leicester Tigers, they have, as I say, a couple of guest players. There is at least 3. 2 French guys, Jonathan Ivana and Sebastian Verdun. Both of them are 3-pointers. And they have also the Danish 3.5, Mark Peters. And the lineup for the Tigers, Leicester, to start the game here is Mark Peters taking the tip-off against Jeremy Janal. So Mark Peters, 3-5, Jonathan Ivana, 3-pointer. And then we have number 31, Lauren Safir, a female, 1.5 playing as a 1-pointer. And we have the 0.5, number 8, Bruno Carico. And Leicester Tigers starts to win the tip-off and score the first try of this game. 25, Mark Peters, the Danish 3.5. Janal finds a long pass to Tony Schillig. Under hard pressure from by Peters, but Schillig managed to keep the ball and not go over the sideline. Good work there from Schillig, being under that tough pressure from Peters. Peters again, pressing. Again, Peters is pressing hard, this time against Roger Fry, the 2-pointer. And Fry was not able to stay on court, and we have a turnover. Good defense here in the start from Mark Peters. Ivana, and that is Jonathan Ivana's first try of this game, and we have another try for Leicester Tigers. Schillig with the ball, under pressure by Mark Peters. Good job there from Mark Peters getting the ball, and we have a turnover for a 12-second violation. Good defense from the Tigers. The Leicester Tigers, by the way, is coached by their former GB national team player Jamie Stead. Jamie is 2.5, who was in the national team for many, many years, but he decided to stop after the Paralympics in Paris last year. And I have a short chat with him yesterday, and he told me that he's not even playing club rugby anymore, so he's just coaching for the moment. But Jamie had many, many years in GB national team and is considering a great player in the history of GB wheelchair rugby. Let's see now how he's doing as a coach. This game has started perfectly for them, so another turnover there. And they have the ball in the corner. The inbound taken by Lauren Safir to Mark Peters. Peters finds the hole in the corner in the key. And another try for the Leicester Tigers. Had a brilliant start of this game here, being up by 4-0 after less than 2 minutes played. Schillig finds Janal. Janal was tackled really hard by Ivana, but obviously Ivana was the one who was touching the ball just before it went over the sideline, and Switzerland keeps the ball just over midcourt. Janal asks for equipment timeout. Something wrong with the wheel, obviously. The players are allowed to call equipment timeouts whenever they need to. How many times is possible during the game. As soon as there's something wrong with the equipment, of course they can They need to fix it, and for that they can call as many equipment timeouts as they want to during a game. Again, Janol. Against the Tigers' key defense. Good work there from Jeremy Janol, finding a way on the right side of Jonathan Ivana. Ivana. Over midcourt. Nice job there by Ivana. I have to admit, it's funny, it's strange to see a French and a Danish guy on the same team, because France and Denmark is quite big rivals in the national team rugby here. So so they had many memorable games against each other, France and Denmark. So now we see a French and a Danish guy in the same team, Peterson and Ivana. Last time that Denmark and France played was in the final of the European Championships last April in The Hague in Netherlands. And France won that game and became European champions for the third time in a row. Switzerland with the inbound. Jung to Schillig. And Tigers go back to the key defense again. Jeremy Janol, the 2-5, finds a hole in the corner of the key. And another Switzerland try. Lauren Safir finds Mark Peters. Peters over to Ivana, and Ivana with the long pass to Peters. And another easy try for Mark Peters. Ivana almost got that ball. That pass, but he wasn't able to, and then Peters tried to swipe Janol, but was not also able to. So Switzerland keeps the ball, and substitution in Switzerland. On court comes Adrian Moser, the 1-pointer, and the 1.5, number 25, Samuel Schwartz. Moser is playing with jersey number 5, by the way. And that's a broken pass from Mark Peters, and the turnover. Good job there from Peters. And passes to Ivana, and another Leicester try. Moser finds Janol. Janol with a long pass to Schwartz. Being pressured very hard by Mark Peters. And Peters tips the ball over the sideline or over the back line. And Switzerland keeps the ball. Samuel Schwartz with the first try of this game. His first try of the game. And with 4 minutes and 1 second left of this first quarter, we have Leicester Tigers 8, Switzerland 4. Ivana with another try. Moser finds Janol close to the sideline with Ivana just behind him. Janol looks for the long pass to try to find Schwartz, but he wasn't able to. Schillig is... No, yes, he did. Oh, that was That was good work there from Tony Schillig, but I think that the Tigers defense should be a little bit more aware and alert on chasing that ball. They thought it was going to go over the line, but Schillig was fast and grabbed it. That was a little bit unfocused there by Tigers. And speaking about unfocused, this pass from Bruno Carico was also not so good, and right into the lap of Adrian Moser, and we have a turnover. Strong defense there from Ivana and from Safir. Sorry, it was not Safir. We have now a new player for Leicester Tigers on court. Number 3, Gemma Lumsdane. But she was immediately subbed out again by Stead. And now Faye West, the 3.5, who plays as a 2-5, is on court. And another female player, number 5, Nikki Charlton, the 3-pointer, plays as a 2. Also Sebastian Verdan, number 33, is on court, 3-pointer. Long pass from Sebastian, gets over up to Faye West. Nice catch there by Faye West. So for the moment we have 3 out of 4 new players on court for the Tigers. Samuel Schwartz with another try for Switzerland. So the Tigers now play 3, 2-5, 2 and a 0.5. Even though it's a bit confusing now with this new female rules, to learn how to think about this -1 point. Good work there from Nikki Charlton to get that ball. Yeah. Like I said, there was some new rules during New Year's, and I mentioned some of the rules before, and I'll go back to them again later. But one other change, which was very big, was that before all the female players were playing with half point less. So if you were a 3-pointer, you played as a 2-5, or you can say also the team were allowed to have 8.5 points on court. But now, since New Year, all the female players from 2 up to 3-5, they count 1 point less. But the female players from 0.5 up to 1.5 still counts just a half a point less. So that's what we're here in the sports trying to learn and to get used to. Schillig, long pass up to Schwartz. And a good hit there from Jenal on Verdan. The pass was going over to Jenal's hand, but he saw that Verdan was very close of catching it, and just when Jenal receives the pass, he also make this offensive tackle on Verdan, which made Verdan fall down, and on the way down to the floor, he was touching and grabbing Jenal. I believe that's the call, at least. So that means that Verdan should be penalized for that. Yes, he is. Penalized for holding 30 seconds. That's also something I mentioned before. The penalties now is only for 30 seconds. Before they were for 1 full minute, but now they get penalized only 30 seconds. Which I think also is very good for the sport. Verdan with the inbound, coming from the penalty box. Finds Faye West. Faye West turns around and gets the ball back to Verdan. Nice try there from Tigers. Moser to Schwartz. Schwartz looks for Yenal. It's a long pass there, but he finds him. Good work there from both Schwartz and from Yenal to receiving it. And a Switzerland try. Verdun with the coast-to-coast goal for Leicester Tigers. And with 1 minute and 7 seconds left of this quarter, we have Leicester Tigers 14, Switzerland 10. Schillig finds Schwartz with a long pass. And another quite easy Switzerland try. Nicky Charlton with the inbound finds Verdun. Verdun looks for a long pass to Faye West. And West with the try. Moser finds Schillig. Being pressed by West. Good defense by West. Back to Moser. Moser turns around, looks for some teammate, and Schillig is back there and gets it. Tony Schillig, the very experienced Switzerland three-pointer, been around for many years in rugby now. He was also away from sport for a while, but came back a couple of years, year and a half maybe ago. Verdun, Sebastian Verdun, the French three-pointer. Another try for Tigers. Schillig finds Schwartz. And Schwartz finds Yenal. And we have a Switzerland try. And with 6.6 seconds left of the quarter, Leicester Tigers ask for a timeout and I believe choose to have the inbound on front court over the middle line. So this subbing in Jonathan Ivernah on court now. Also number 15, Haley Cassin is on court. And Ivernah finds Verdun, but he's trapped. Ivernah was trapped. Great job there by Yenal and Schwartz. Stopping Verdun to score. Good defense from Switzerland, and Tigers didn't manage to get that last goal. Last try of this quarter. So after playing one quarter, we have Leicester Tigers 16, Switzerland 13, and we get back to you with the second quarter in a minute or so. So back here again on court 1 with the second quarter just about to start in this game between Switzerland and Leicester Tigers. The Tigers are up by 3 tries after the first quarter. And Switzerland will start with the ball here in this second quarter. That was a difficult, hard pass to get through to Schwartz by Moser, and Schwartz couldn't get it. And we have a turnover right away here early in the quarter. You can see now for Leicester Tigers, another female player on court, which haven't been on court before. Number 1, Caitlin Kaminsky. A 2-5 places a 1-5. And also we have on court for Tigers. So at the moment we have Iverna and Verdun and the 0.5 Bruno Carrico. Roger Fry is under pressure there. Trying to pass, but Verdun gets the ball and we have a turnover and another try for Tigers. Good defense there by the Tigers. Schwartz. Kaminsky with the inbound to Verdun. And Sebastian Verdun with another try for the Leicester Tigers. Moser. Fry. Fry looks for a pass to Janal, but the pass was broken by Verdun, and he gets over to Iverna. And Iverna with a try for the Leicester Tigers. Switzerland is really struggling now with their offense. Not so many options for them for the moment. Roger Fry. A good defense there from Iverna. The ball goes up to Jenel. Finds Schwartz on front court. Schwartz is along with Kaminsky. Still Schwartz. Over to Jenel. And we have 15 seconds left there on the shot clock. Jenel. Long pass to Moser. And he couldn't reach it. It was too hard for him. And the ball, Moser tips the ball over the line. And we have a turnover. Jenel gets the ball. And Schwartz with a try. Quick turnover back there for Switzerland. Kaminsky with the inbound. Caitlin Kaminsky. Finds Verdun. And Verdun finds Ivana with a long pass. Jonathan Ivana. Try for Leicester Tigers. Moser with the inbound to Jenel. Jenel is under pressure from Ivana and tries to get the long pass to Schwartz. Schwartz was not able to get that long pass and being blocked also by Kaminsky. So turnover again. And Leicester Tigers with the ball in their own corner, back court. Verdun. Finds Kaminsky with a long pass. And Caden Kaminsky with a try. Moser. Good job there. Ivana tried to stop the ball, but it went over to Schwartz. Schwartz to Roger Fry, who's back on court now again. And Fry with a try. Roger Fry. Switzerland 2-pointer. Caitlin Kaminsky. Inbounds to Jonathan Iverna. A nice job there from Iverna. Crossing midcourt. And an easy try. Yenal finds a way between Iverna and Kaminsky. Crossing midcourt. Iverna is in his back. Fry. And we have a try for Switzerland. After playing 3 minutes and 16 seconds in this second quarter, the score is Leicester Tigers 23 and Switzerland 17. Ivana with his back on court, looks for the long pass, try to find Verdun, cannot do that. And some good defense there from Switzerland, getting Ivana exactly where they need to have him, in the corner with his back to the court. Great job by the Switzerland defense there. And we have a turnover. Moser finds Yenal. Yenal finds Schwartz. And we have a try. Kaminsky to Verdun. Verdun. Crossing midcourt. And a try. Iverna again after a turnover. And Bruno Carico was in the key area for 8 seconds. And as an offensive player, you're not allowed to be there longer than that. So he was in there for 8 seconds, and the referee calls for a 8-second violation in the key offense area. And a turnover. But then another turnover back with now Mark Peters back on court, and he gets another turnover. So Leicester try and Switzerland inbound. Schillig finds Fry. Roger Fry over midline to Genoa. Haley Casson is on court now for Leicester Tigers. She takes the inbound, finds Mark Peters. Also Faye West is back on court. Bruno Carico is staying though. He's played the whole game, I think, so far. Tony Shilley crossing midcourt after some help from Yoel Young. Young looks for Schillig looks for Fry, but Fry was not able to grab that pass. But I think we have some Tigers hands on that ball before it went over the line, so Yes, we did. So Switzerland keeps the ball. Jeremy Yenel, the 2-5. Looks for a pass to Schillig, finds it, and Schillig with a try. And Faye West almost fell down on the floor. Now she did. And she needs some assistance to get back on her wheels. Haley Casson with the inbound, finds Mark Peters. Peters crossing midcourt. And an easy try for number 25, Mark Peters, in Leicester Tigers. Schillig to Fry. Roger Fry. Back to Schillig. Back to Yenel. Mark Peters finds a nice pass to Haley Cassin. And Cassin, I believe it's her first try of this game. Yenel to Schillig to Fry. Nice passes there from Switzerland, making this try possible. Haley Cassin, the female 2-5, plays as a 1-5 to Faye West. Faye West was pressed over the line there by Switzerland. Good defense, and it's a turnover, and Switzerland gets the ball. Switzerland trying to find some holes in the Leicester key defense, but they couldn't. That was a bad pass and went over the line, and turnover back. And Leicester Tigers with the ball inbound in their own corner. Cassin finds West, West finds Peters, and Peters finds the try line. And with 1 minute and 40 seconds left of this second quarter, Leicester Tigers 29, Switzerland 22. Jung and Schillig wasn't able to get that inbound in, and West took the ball, passed over to Peters, and Mark Peters again finds a try. Jung to Schillig, again under pressure from West. Cassin presses hard on Fry, but Fry managed to get over the middle line, finds General with the pass, and then Fry was hitting the floor really hard there, tackled by Mark Peters, I believe. And it was a hard hit there for down on the floor for Fry. Let's hope he's okay now, Fry. Let's see. Yeah. I think it's okay. Yeah. Haley Cassin with the inbound to Mark Peters. Peters to Faye West. Tony Schiller there was being a little bit too hard on his defense and was crossing the try line there before it was a try, so it was penalty goal there awarded for Leicester Tigers and Mark Peters. Long pass to Fry. Fry further on to Tony Schillig. And Schillig with another Switzerland try. Mark Peters, quick fast try for the Tigers. Joel Jung inbounding for Switzerland. Yenel managed to get around Faye West. Good job there from Jeremy Yenel. And Tony Schilling with a try. Another Switzerland try, and with 22.2 seconds left of this second quarter, we have a 7-try lead for the Leicester Tigers. Haley Cassin inbounding for the Tigers. Cassin finds West. West finds Peters, and I'm sure Peters will go for the last try here. 10 seconds left. 5 seconds there. Peters is almost trapped, but he managed to get away from that trap from Schillig and Yenel and makes the try with 1.6 seconds left. Switzerland is asking for the timeout to have the inbound on front court. Schillig almost with his back on the court. Looks for the long pass to Fry. Almost reached Fry, but Fry was unable to receive the ball properly, and the time goes out. And after 2 play quarters, we have Leicester Tigers 33 and Switzerland 25. Get back to you when the third quarter will start. So welcome back here to court 1 for the third quarter. Leicester Tigers was starting with the ball, and they're now attacking against Switzerland key defense. Iverna finds a way, a hole in the corner, and Leicester Tigers with the first try of this quarter. Schilling again with the long pass. Schilling looks for Schwartz. Nice pass, and Switzerland made their first try in this quarter. Samuel Schwartz. Even now. Verdun. And some French cooperation there gives another try for the Leicester Tigers. Schilling looks for a long pass to Janel. Janel was under hard pressure from Verdun, but managed to get the ball. Janel. But before he made that pass to Schwartz, it was a 12-second violation, and we have a turnover. Switzerland was not able to get the ball over middle line before 12 seconds. We see now on court for the Leicester Tigers 2 female players. Number 3, Gemma Lumstein, who's at 1.5 and plays as a 1, and number 31, Lauren Saphir, who's also as a 1.5, plays as a 1. So with the 2 French three-pointers, it's a 3-3-1-1 lineup. High-low. Long pass there from Yellow, wasn't able to reach the hands to Adrian Moser. And we have a turnover. Saphir up to Ivana to Verdun. And another try for the Leicester Tigers. Jonathan Ivana. Moser to Schwartz, being under hard pressure by Lauren Saphir. Good defense there from Saphir. Makes the Switzerland pass the way over the sideline. Brilliant defense from number 31, Lauren Saphir in Leicester Tigers. Ivana. Ivana makes the try for Tigers. Janel to Moser. Moser to Janel. And Janel looks for long pass to Schwartz. And just after receiving that pass, he was hit very hard by Verdun. Schwartz back to Janel. But now we have Samuel Schwartz called for 8 seconds in the key area. And for that, it's a turnover, and Tigers gets the ball. Lumstein to Verdun. To Ivana. And Ivana with the try. Moser to Schwartz. Schwartz to Moser. And a long pass to Yenal. Pressured by both Iverna and Verdun. Tough job for Moser. Oh, sorry for Yenal. But he's doing a great job finding Schwartz with that pass. And the Switzerland try. Verdun. Iverna. Iverna with another try. Schwartz, and that's a turnover. Gemma Lamstein gets that ball. And Sebastian Verdun with another try for the Leicester Tigers. Long pass from Yell. Too long for Schwartz. Ball goes over the line and we have a turnover. And we have substitution in Switzerland. Samuel Schwartz and Adrian Moser is leaving the court, and on court we see now Roger Fry and Joel Jung. And now Switzerland get a player penalized because they have 4 players in the key. And substitution also in Leicester Tigers now. Mark Peters is back on court. Also Bruno Carrico instead of Jonathan Ivana and Lauren Safir. You know, being pressured hard by Mark Peters. Peters gets the ball, and the turnover from the Dane for the Leicesters, and another try. And again, Mark Peters gets that pass before Janel gets it, and the second try within like 1 second or so from Mark Peters. And with 3 minutes and 27 seconds left of this third quarter, we have Leicester Tigers 43, Switzerland 27. It's a 16 try gap now for the Tigers. And we call a timeout now, Switzerland. Switzerland coach timeout. Long pass there. Wasn't able to reach the correct address, and we have a turnover. Peters finds some space in that key defense. Good defense there by Mark Peters, swiping the ball out of the lap of Tony Schillig, and turnover. And Tiger has the ball now. Verdun looks for Peters, and he was not able to get that long pass from Verdun. He was too hard, too long for him. So no try. And turnover, a Switzerland ball from the corner. Long pass from Schillig. Finds the hands of Roger Fry. And Fry finds the try line. And now it's Switzerland try. Schillig for Switzerland. And another Switzerland try. Jeremy Yannol. Jim Lumstein. Mark Peters. Roger Fry. Switzerland try. Mark Peters was pushing Roger Fry out of the court there. So for that, Fry gets a penalty. So Leicester will play 4-on-3 now, with 1 minute and 27 seconds remaining of this third quarter. And the Tigers are up by 17 tries. Lumstein finds Peters. Great try there from Lumstein and Peters. Long pass from Schillig right up to Fry, who comes from the penalty box. Was swiped by Peters, and the referee calls for Tigers ball, so we have another turnover. Good job there from Mark Peters. Peters has created many turnovers in this game, like individually, like by swiping or pressing really hard or stopping passes and things like that. Verdun finds Peters. Peters finds the try line. Tony Schillig was a little bit too hasty, I think, with that pass to Fry. It was too hard and Fry couldn't get it. So turnover and Leicester ball from corner on front court. But another turnover. After that, inbound from the Tigers, and Fry gets a try for Switzerland. Mark Peters squeezed his way between that between that Switzerland key defense and was rewarded a penalty try after being hit on the arm. Schillig finds Janel. Peters pressing hard on Janel. Take the long pass to Fry. Verdun is under pressure of Fry, but Fry finds Schillig, which was back in the game again, and Switzerland try. Lumsden to Peters. Peters, 1 seconds left of the quarter, drops the ball. But Tigers keeping the ball. Oh, sorry, okay. The referee was first calling a Tiger ball, I thought, but for Tigers' favor, but then changed her mind to call for a Switzerland ball. And then, of course, with only 1.3 seconds left of the quarter, Switzerland choose to take the inbound on offensive court. Schillig with the long pass, tries to find teammates, but couldn't find anything but the hands of Sebastian Verdun, and the quarter is over. After 3 quarters, the score is Leicester Tigers 50, Switzerland 32. And we'll soon be back with the 4th quarter. So we're back here on court 1, the 4th quarter between Switzerland and Leicester Tigers. Switzerland's playing in white and Leicester Tigers in black jerseys. Tony Schillig, Jeremy Janel finds the Fry with the pass, and the first try of this quarter goes to Switzerland. Faye West now is back on court for the Leicester Tigers, as well as Jonathan Ivernau. And number 5, Nikki Charlton. And the 4th one is Bruno Carrico. Fry looks for Schwartz, couldn't find him. And the ball goes over the sideline. We have a turnover. And Nikki Charlton with the inbound for the Tigers. Ivernau. Still Ivernau. Finds the hole in the Switzerland key defense for another try. Moser is back on court, and he finds Janal with a long pass, and Janal finds I thought he would have found Fry, with that long pass, but the ball hits the bumper on Fry's chair and goes over the line, and that's a turnover. And Leicester Tigers with the inbound from the corner. Nicky Charlton. And Charlton with a try for the Tigers. Fry, long pass to Jeno. Jeno finds the try line and Switzerland tries. Iverna to West. Ball is on front court. West finds Charlton. And Nicky Charlton with another try. Moser to Jeno. Jeno to Fry. Back to Jeno. And Roger Fry in the end with the try for Switzerland. Nicky Charlton to Iverna, back to Charlton. Charlton looks for a long pass to West. Ball gets over to West. Iverna on front court. Jonathan Iverna with another try for Leicester Tigers. Moser takes the inbound, finds Fry, finds Schwartz, and the Switzerland try again for Samuel Schwartz. Bruno Carrigo with the inbound for the Tigers. To Nicky Charlton. Faye West and Iverna. Also finds Jeno. Jeno turns around, looks for his way up on through court. And then Schwartz with the last pass and the try. Samuel Schwartz is too aggressive there in the defense there and makes a little use of hands on Faye West. And for that he got penalized. So after 3 minutes played in this fourth quarter, the Tigers are up by 19 tries, 56-37. Oh, that's some tough passing there from Switzerland. Too hard to handle, and it's a turnover. Nicky Charlton again. Try for Tigers. Fry finds Jeno. Still Jeno, waiting for his teammates. Moser comes to assist. And Janel finds Fry with the pass. And I believe Jamie Stead called a timeout there for Leicester Tigers. I'm quite sure there will be a substitution coming now for Tigers. Yeah, we see on court now Sebastian Verdun, Faye West, Caitlin Kaminsky, and Lauren Saphir. For Switzerland, it's Tony Schillig, Jeremy Janel, Samuel Schwartz, and Adrian Moser. West to Verdun. Back to Faye West. But Faye West was too long in the key area. 8 seconds in the key was called from a referee, and we have a turnover. They took too long to make these passes, Verdun and West, and we have a Switzerland ball now. Long pass there from Janel. And Schwartz with the Switzerland try. Verdun. Still Verdun. Another try for Sebastian Verdun, the French three-pointer, playing for Leicester Tigers. And we have a 20-try lead for Tigers, 59-39. Janel again with his long pass to Samuel Schwartz. This time he's succeeding, and Schwartz gets the ball just before the line. And another Switzerland try with this long pass from Janel, which is so common for them. That's the way how they play. Find the long passes and try to spread out. Schillig being too aggressive there in the defense against Lauren Saphir. So legal use of hands on Tony Schillig. Penalized. For maximum 30 seconds. Faye West with a quite easy try there. Tough to handle that pass situation there for Switzerland. They couldn't really get the passes through, and there was a turnover, but then almost a turnover back again. But the ball was on the floor, but got picked up by Kaminsky, so Tigers keeps the ball. It was almost on the way to losing it again just after the turnover. Switzerland is now playing with 4 players in their own key area in the defense. Since you're not only allowed to have 3 players in there, they will be penalized. So penalty for Samuel Schwartz. He was the last guy in to the key area, the 4th guy. Faye West finds Verdun. And another try, and Schwartz gets back on the court for Switzerland. Moser. Janel. Still Janel. Finds Schwarzer. Schwarzer with the pass. And back to Jenel, who makes the try. Verdun. Cross midcourt. Another try from Sebastian Verdun. Adrian Moser, the one-pointer, looks for inbound, takes the inbound, looks for Samuel Schwartz. Schwartz receives the pass, finds Janal with another pass. Back to Schwartz. And a try. This is the way Switzerland usually make their tries. This is the way how they can make the tries, to be honest, because they don't have the speed and maybe not also the power, so they need to pass their way up through court, and also the way how they score their tries. After another Tigers try, we have Switzerland ball again. Genel to Schillig. And again another pass to Moser this time, and Adrian Moser with a try. Kaminski with the inbound to to Verdun. Verdun finds Faye West. Schwartz being pressed hard by Kaminski. Schillig. Moser. And another try from Adrian Moser. So with 58.7 seconds left of this fourth quarter, we have Leicester Tigers in a 20-try lead, 64-44. And after this try that right there from Sebastian Verdun, it's a 21-try lead. Adrian Moser bumps the ball up to Samuel Schwartz. Further on to Jenel. And another try for Switzerland. Kaminski to Verdun. Trapped by Moser. Good work there from Moser, holding Verdun. And this pass from Verdun actually reached Faye West, and she decides to make a fast try there. So Switzerland in possession now with 24.7 seconds left of the fourth quarter, having the chances to make the last try of this period, this quarter, and I believe the whole game, to be honest. Moser looks for the try, decides to make it a fast try. So with 11.8 seconds left, there's plenty of time for the Tigers to make another try, and they decide to take this timeout and choose to have the inbound on front court. There might be some substitution now, I guess, for this situation, maybe. Yeah. Looks like Ivernay is back on court with Verdun, and then the two female 1-5. So, yeah, 3-3-1-1 during this last 11.8 seconds on the front of the quarter. Well, maybe not the whole 11.8 seconds, we'll see, but probably 10 seconds left there. And a try from Verdun with 1 second left. Nice play there from the Tigers. And Switzerland calls for timeout. Now they have the same chance, but of course with less time left than the Tigers had, but they have 1 second left inbounding from front court. Adrian Moser looks for a long pass to Schillig or Jenel. It was too long, too wide for Schillig to receive, and there is still 1 second left. And the Tigers now takes another timeout, and they have a chance now with still 1 second left. And they're subbing Peters and Carrico in, I believe, for this inbound. Or not? Yeah. I don't know if that was a good choice because Verdano was sitting in the key, ready to receive the pass, but okay. So Peters now with the inbound, trying to reach Iverna, and he does. Yeah, and he gets a try. I thought the time was out, but yeah, obviously the try was awarded for Iverna after this, with only 1 second left of the quarter. Nice pass there from Peters. So the game is over. Leicester Tigers 68, Switzerland 46. Tigers take a 22 try victory here. Very impressive first game from the Tigers. Thank you to all the players and the referees for watching this game. And the next game will be in 13 minutes at 5:30, and it'll be the Australian Miners against Cheltenham Tigers. We'll be back to you just before the game starts.